Good morning, students. Today we are going for discuss the map work, physical map of India, which is asking in your board examination. On an outline map of India, candidates will be locate and mark the name of the following physical features given on the map work. Now, like mountains, peaks, and plateaus, plains, desert, rivers, water bodies, passes, latitude and longitude, direction of winds, distribution of minerals, soils, cities, and population. Firstly, we are going for the mountains and peaks, passes, plateau, desert region. Now here Karakoram Pass, only that is the pass which is in your course, and this is lies you have to be seen on the Mount Himalayas region. Now second we are going for the peaks and which is in your course, that is the Nanda Devi peaks, and last is the here Kanchenjunga peaks, which is near the Nathula Pass. Now, desert region, so you have to be seen only in Rajasthan. There is the Thar Great Desert in India. About the plateaus, so mainly Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is lies in the north eastern side of India. Here Chota Nagpur Plateau on the Tropic of Cancer, and the Deccan Plateau, which is lies in the South India part. Only these are the two plateaus in your course. Now, when we are going for the ghats, you have to be seen the two ghats are present there. One is the Western Ghat, lies in the southwestern part of India, and in the north south east of India. So it means here that is showing the Eastern Ghat. Plains area, especially Indo-Gangetic plains or the coastal plains. So when we are talking about the Gangetic plains area, you have to be seen most of the Indo-Gangetic region where the rivers are flowing. There we find the Indo-Gangetic plains region. Now in south west of India, you have to be seen the here coastal plains region. So that is the in the coastal region here, which is lies in southwestern part or western side. Now in the eastern side of the south, there is the here coastal plains area lies there. Now when we are talking about the water bodies, to see their Konkan and the Kanara are the most important regions are there. Rivers and water bodies, especially some of the rivers of the north western side, so which is in your course, that is the Indus. Now here, so these are the lies in the north west of the India. So mainly beta when they are lies in the northwest of India, so it is the Indus, and their tributaries like Jhelum and the Satluj are there. And when we are talking about the some rivers of the north eastern side of the rivers, which are Ganga here, first is your Gangu Yamuna, second Ganga here, third is the Gomti, fourth is the Ghagra, and fifth is the Brahmaputra, which come from the China. In China it is named the Shangpo, and when it is come in Assam it is known as the Brahmaputra. So that rivers are in your course of the rivers of Indo-Gangetic plains area, and one in Assam. Now we describe the some other water bodies, so you have to be seen Chambal and the Betwa. These are the two of the rivers tributary. Now Son and the Damodar. Now Narmada and the Tapti, which under the Tropic of Cancer, these are the two rivers, and Mahanadi lies in the south of the east part. Here next is the Kaveri, now Krishna and the Godavari. These are the rivers in your course. Especially the two lakes are there. So first lake is the Wuller Lake, which is found here. Now that is the lake, and the second is the Chilka Lake. So you have to be seen near the Mahanadi. That is the location where it is the Chilka Lake is there of the south part of India, or you have to be right the southeast part of India. Now latitude and longitude. Mainly Tropic of Cancer is known as the latitude line, and the standard meridian is known as the longitude line. So you have to be seen there. This is the Tropic of Cancer line, which is passing from the Gujarat and cut to the Assam. That is known as the Tropic of Cancer line. Now where the two rivers like the Yamuna and the Ganga, they meet now, you have to point out there, and we mark the straight longitude line that denoting the standard meridian of India, 82 by 30 degree. Direction of the monsoon winds. So southwest monsoon winds cause the two type of the rainfall. One is known as the southwest Arabian Sea branch, and other is known as the southwest Bay of Bengal branch. Here you have to be seen near Arabian Sea branch, that is the southwest monsoon winds, which is going to the northeastern part. Now that is showing the southwest monsoon winds. Now here when we are discussing the northeast monsoon winds, they are causing the rainfall in the winter season, like in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, and this is known as the retreating southwest monsoon winds, or either Bay of Bengal branch. Northeast monsoon winds. Northeast monsoon winds, especially they are known as the winter rainfall, and they are cause the rainfall in the winter season. These are northeast monsoon or western disturbance. Here western disturbance which are caused in the Punjab region, and in the winter season in November, December and January. Now when we are talking the Bay of Bengal branch, and these the winds coming from here, this is the winds which come from the northeast to the southward direction, that is cause rainfall in the Chennai and the Tamil Nadu, that is known as the northeast monsoon winds causing the rainfall in the winter season in Tamil Nadu and the Chennai. Distribution of the minerals in the India, there is the petroleum and coal and iron ore are there. Now petroleum in the Assam area, which is known as Digboi, and it is the oldest oil field in India present time. Now second is the it lies in the Mumbai high here. So you have to be seen these are the two oil field in India. Digboi oldest oil field, and Mumbai high is the new oil field in India. Now Jharia, it is the coal field lies in the Jharkhand, and here the Singhbhum, which is the important for the iron ore. Soil distribution, basically soil is distributed four types. Alluvial soil, where the water are found there, or mainly rivers are there. You have to be seen numbers of the rivers are there, that's why these are the red dotted line which are indicating you about the alluvial soil. So mostly in the Uttar Pradesh, Punjab area. Now when we are talking about the Gujarat, so yes, in some part of the Gujarat there is the alluvial soil. Now second is the black soil. So mostly some soils found in the Gujarat and in the Maharashtra, black soil are found there. Now red soil, so you have to be seen north, east and in the southeastern part of India, red soils are found there, which is especially for the vegetables and others crop. Okay. When we are talking about the laterite soil, you have to be seen this is showing in the yellow color in Assam and the others region, which are especially good for the coffee and the tea. Now important cities like here you have to be seen Delhi, Allahabad, Kolkata. Now after that Visakhapatnam. Yes, Chennai is important because beta it is the port city, and Bengaluru, Kochi, and here Mumbai. Distribution of population is asking in two forms, sparsely population or densely population. So sparsely population means better you have to be right about where the peoples live very less below the 10%. Now here you have to be seen near the Assam area, top of the Assam, or here to some part sparsely population are there, but when we are going for the densely population you have to be seen green color 199.58 like Uttar Pradesh and some part of India. And in if suppose they are asking you the what are the densely population of the southwestern part of India, so you have to be so with the Kerala. Yes, Kerala is the densely population with the 33.39%. Okay, goodbye to all of you. That is the much important for your course, and please all of you go according to your course. And one thing I told you, if the location is not exact, your marks should be deducted. So please all of you practice on the physical map of India. Okay, goodbye to all of you.